Hey guys, Omar here with the IconX 2018 edition, and today what we're going to be doing is a teardown. But teardown is basically we're going to take this baby apart. I'm going to show you how to do it, what screws they are, all that kind of stuff. You have to be quite patient because some things don't come apart, and essentially you just need to be quite patient and use a bit of heat if you need to. Before I forget, subscribe and also hit the bell icon to be notified of any new videos that I post. I'm going to take them out, and essentially this is how it looks like. This top cover here comes off, so just use a bit of heat like with a hairdryer or something like that, and then this should come off. So I've already loosened it and I should be able to take it off. You have to be quite careful because this is quite fragile. You don't want to break it. So this will look like this, and then you'll get these 4 screws here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a tiny Phillips, I don't know if you can see that properly, a tiny Phillips head screw there. And then when that comes off, what we'll do is we'll take off the rest. So I'll just do that now. Okay, so the next step, you're going to need some tools to pry this open. So because obviously it's all glue, you're going to need maybe a few picks, and I've got this small prying tool here. And I always start on this side and just try and use some sort of tension. If you put your finger in here and then you just pull up, just some tension here. And once you have that, maybe use the pick to pry that open. So you'll be somewhere around about this situation where you've just pried open, and you just have to be quite careful when you do this, and then you'll find that the top will come off like so. So you can see that this is all the circuit boards and all that kind of stuff inside. Okay, so let's take those 2 screws out. There's nothing in the lid, you know, on the top here. One of the things you have to pay attention to is that the lid has a sort of spring to it, which is here. So when you put this back, these things need to go close like this, and then the cap goes on. So let's take these rubber sort of grommets off. They only go one way, so you can't sort of get them wrong. And let's take out the 2 screws. I don't know if they're different to the ones that we originally took out, the 4 original screws, the first screws that we took out even, but we'll keep them separate just in case. Now before you take this circuitry out, you have to deal with this little catch thing. So this is the magnet. I'm not sure why there's a magnet here, but I guess there is a reason. Now you'll notice that when I press it in, it's like spring loaded. Now this magnet is held, this magnet sort of compartment is held with 2 sort of catches. One sort of clips even, one here and one there. So you have to sort of use something to push the clips in, and then this thing here pops out. Once you've got this little part off, you can go ahead and take it off. You might have to do some fiddling around, but it will come off eventually, like so. So this is just sort of like a magnet, and I guess if I hold this to the, yeah, so basically the top of it is magnetized, so that obviously is behind underneath there. So it's basically underneath there, and that helps to keep the top closed. To take the bottom you have to sort of fiddle around with it, because you've got the Bluetooth button on the side there, and you've also got like a plastic thing for the LED on this side. So you just have to sort of, and then obviously you have to get the USB through, and just carefully just take it out. The whole thing should come out. So come on. Oh, there you go. So that's the bottom of the actual case. You can see the indent. So the battery is here, and I'll focus on this so you can get some information if you need to replace the battery. And this is the main sort of circuit. Okay, just to prove it still works, if I do this, the LED for both sides will come on. It'll think that the earphones are in. So we can further take this apart by prying this circuit board off. So, and we have to be very careful, because we can't let this break, otherwise you've got a very expensive paperweight. So this board here, there's a hook on the bottom which hooks the USB onto this little catch here, and there's tension which if I focus, there's tension which holds the circuit board underneath these two catches, and that's how it stays there. You've got the contacts, the plus and minus for the battery. It's a 380 milliamp. What does that say? 380 milliamp, 1.47 WH. You could pull this and take the battery out, but we're not going to do that because this is pretty much it. So we've got the upper, we've also got the circuit board, we've got the battery, and we've got the base. So that was just a quick look at how to dismantle an IconX 2018 edition. I was thinking about maybe adding wireless charging to this. You can see from the bottom, if I focus here, you can see from the bottom that the circuit board doesn't actually sit flush with the bottom of the base here. You can see from there it sits on these sort of things like this. There's another sort of raised issue there. So I was thinking maybe you can get small coils and maybe to add wireless charging in the future. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get them. So that was just a quick look at how to dismantle the IconX. Thanks for watching, guys.